Hi guys. I know that I've talked only books here, but I'm going to try to make probably 1 month, a quarterly video about anime, because I watch a lot of animes. Maybe I'm trying to make more videos about series and so on. So this spring 2021 has ended, and we did a lot of animes. There were a couple that were pretty good, but overall it was not a very good here. Quarterly. Talking about the ones I saw, we've got Fruit Basket, the final. Sincerely, I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed the first season. I believe they went with the all horoscopes stories, and some of them I didn't enjoy. Sorry. So to me that was disappointing. Although my anime list users don't agree with me, because it has 9.09. It's the third, I believe, in the series. How can this be better than Legend of Galactic Heroes? It's very surprising. But overall, it's a good romance. No, there is no doubt about it. But I believe they went another way that made some people didn't enjoy as much. At least some of reviews I've seen. But overall, it's a good romance for people who loves romance. I would advise to watch it. Although they were better in this season. Fumetsu no Hata. It was a very good anime. It's now it's going to be 20 episodes, so it's going to transit to summer. The term in English, sorry, I don't speak Japanese. It's to your eternity. It's very good, very depressing. Go watch it. 1 episode, it's enough. If you enjoy the first episode, if you feel that it's a good anime, you're going to watch it. Basically, it's a being that can absorb other elements. First he is a rock, then some wolf touches him, and then he becomes a wolf, and so on, and he goes to become aware. Nobody knows what he is. They try to there are some instances that talk about it, but overall we don't know what it is. Alien stuff, no, and it's very depressing, because here the director really tried to go with that meme that says "fool me once, and fool me twice, fool me thrice, and fool me 4 times," and so on, because it's very depressing, and if you are like me, you're gonna cry every single time. When I'm currently watching still, it's Odd Taxi. I have not finished, although the series has finished. I don't finish it. I'm enjoying it. It's a good anime. The art may not be to everyone. It's a different anime, but because there are animals and so on, it's very cool. It's a mystery kind of anime, but incorporates other stuff. It's a puzzle like anime. I can't really talk about it because I've only watched 4 episodes so far. I'm going to watch it now, all of them, but didn't have the time. There are some the 2 next ones I didn't enjoy, although as I said, Mal enjoyed them a lot. It's Vivy, Fluorite, High Song, and Nomad, Megalo Box 2. Both of them were not that good. I didn't enjoy them. Nomad has a different kind of animation, which is very good. It's the story. It follows the story of the Joe. It's 7 years after, and he tried to go back to his life and see his past life. There are some instances that we follow the before and the after, and it's a cool anime. But the reason I didn't enjoy it was because I enjoyed a lot of the first one, and so this one felt a bit short. It's more slice of life and less sports, less action. I believe if I didn't watch it the first one, I would enjoy this one. But fortunately, we not only don't control our mind in that way. So that's it. The next one is, as I said, Vivy. There were a lot of buzz. I don't understand why. It's a nice sci-fi anime with a lot of music, action, but I didn't enjoy it. Maybe I missed something, some contest. I honestly to God, I don't understand why people enjoy it, but yeah, I enjoyed the next one, Tokyo Revengers, which is now ongoing. It's about a boy who can travel back in time, and he's trying to amend stuff that he did when he was young and so on, or at least change it. And it's a very cool romance, a side note of romance, more action, more some comedy. I don't understand why at the time they put comedy when there is a very situation that doesn't really need the comic relief, but they do it anyway, so don't understand why. The two next, okay, Zombieland Saga Revenge. I didn't enjoy it. I hate it, to be quite honestly. I watched the first one. It was very cool, comedy, music, anime with dead girls, and this one just followed the same trend, but we get to know a bit more about each character. To be honest, it's very boring. I think every episode was on a different character, and then there were some overlapping plot. And the last episode and minute, something happened that we don't understand what is that alien thing. Let us know. I'm going to watch third season. I have no doubt about it. When I say I didn't enjoy it, it's not like I hate it or I gave up or something like that. I gave up a lot other animes like Shadow's House or so, but no, it's not a good anime. It's okay, 5 out of 10, 4 out of 10. It's like Iruma-kun, second season. I enjoyed the first one. I didn't enjoy the second one. It's like I'm watching it, but it's boring. It's nothing new. I don't know. I don't understand, but I don't enjoy it. The next one I really enjoyed. It's 86. The first time I heard about this, it was in a light novel. I remember seeing that I should buy it, but then I didn't buy it. Oh, I have a lot of books to read, as you can see behind me, and I knew that anime was coming, so I waited until the anime was being released, and if so, I would buy the novel. I've finished watching, and I still don't want to buy it, although I gave it a 7 out of 10. This is a cool story, okay? Basically, this is a world where two factions are fighting, and most people think they are fighting machines against machines, so no human life is being there's no loss in human life, but I'm going to spoil, of course, but there the 86 are basically humans that go into the machines and they fight according to San Magnolia Republic against the Empire. And so these 86 are basically, nobody knows about them. They are people that are thrown in, and they fight for their country. And then there are the operators, the guys that tell supposedly the robots, okay, go this way, go that way, and so on. And so it was a cool anime. It was a very heartbreaking, a bit drama, mecha, military. If you enjoy this kind of stuff, I would advise to watch it. Go watch 2 episodes, the first and second episode, because they are very connected, and then the rest if you enjoy it. But I gave it a 7 out of 10. As I said, I really enjoyed the anime. Then we've got Mashiro no Oto. It's a music anime. I really enjoy music animes, and this one was very cool to see that kind of instrument, but the story itself, it was nothing ordinary. It's simply a guy who runs from his house and is going to Tokyo to play and so on. But then there appears his mother. There are some friends who can play almost as good as him. Okay, not as good as him, but very good in a short 3 months. Like all other animes about music, they don't have to work because they automatically learn the instrument. They are very good as every other anime. So it's a cool music anime. Don't expect anything apart from the cool music. Sincerely, the girl that sings, the mother, supposedly the mother, not this real mother, but the mother, really can sing. I really enjoy it. I even watched some YouTube channels to check more about that artist and so on. Boku no Hero Academia, to be honest, it's Boku no Hero Academia. If you watch the first 4 seasons, this is more of the same. I really enjoy it. I'm not enjoying it at all. I believe that shonen suffer from this. A lot of shonen suffer from this, that they start with a bang, then we grow with the characters, then they try to make more and more and more and more, and sometimes they diverge and they go to other characters and so on. It's they lose themselves, I believe, and I don't enjoy it. I'm not enjoying it sincerely. This season I'm just skipping ahead because this is boring. Another fight against other classes and so on. Let's see if it picks up in the next 12 episodes. There are 12 out, 13 more on this season, but I don't expect anything. Tensura Nikki. This is the slime, the girl, the boy that goes to a universe and transforms into a slime. But it's a slice of life. Basically, it's like this. This is a very interesting concept. Okay, you got this anime that's, as you are aware, there are second season is coming. It's a fighting shonen anime. But what do these characters do in between time? And so it's anime about that. It's slice of life. No action, no plot. If you don't watch it, these episodes, you don't need to watch it. They are not needed, but they are very cool to understand this comedy and fantasy, and it's very cool to see these kind of situations. Like, okay, it's like watching Darth Vader in Star Wars, but what did Darth Vader did in between movies? You understand what I'm saying? It's like it's the other side that we normally don't see. Ijiranaide Nagatoro-san. This novel was heavily criticized because it deals with a young girl, a girl of 15, I believe. This is the first high school here, that takes hold of a guy, a older 16 or 17-year-old guy in the second year, and she teases him a lot, but she teases him almost to the brink of being a bully, okay? And so there was a very interesting backlash in the beginning against the bully and so on. Yeah, you are enjoying this, you are a bully and so on. But the story itself changes a lot, okay? In these 12 episodes, she turns from a bully, and you already know from the first episode that is going to transform into a romance anime, and there it is. It starts with a bully, and she messes with him, and then she turns into a romance, not physical but a romance, and it's very interesting to see is him and her interactions in between. I would advise anyone that likes comedy and likes this kind of anime, because this is slice of life, we are not going anywhere. If you enjoyed, for example, Uzaki-chan, or the best one, the Karakai Shosu no Takagi-san, it's very in this scope. Then we've got some I gave up, like Super Cup, SSS, Dina Zeno. I gave up those two, I didn't enjoy it. And then we've come to the last one I gave up. I didn't enjoy it, was the Saint Magic Power is Omnipotent. I watched it one and I didn't enjoy it at all. Then there is 3 that I would advise anyone to watch it. It's Combatants Will Be Dispatched. This is a comedy harem fantasy world. Basically, a couple of guys go to another world to conquer it in the name of the Dark Lord, and there are people living there and so on, and it's very cool comedy situation, like comedy in the vein of let me see, comedy in the vein of Konosuba, in the same vein. Then you've got 2 comedy / 2 romance, 1 comedy, 1 more drama. I'm going to open here just to say the names in English, because I don't know the names in Japanese. I will not butcher this. It's Too Sick to Call This Love. This is a very bad romance. Basically, a guy which is 24, 25 falls in love with a young teen, 17 or something like that. Let me check. Yeah, 17. So it's not pedophile, but it's very, because he is very persistent and so on, and then the love, she hates him and then she transforms into love him. So basically it's like saying that if you bother someone a lot, she will fall for you. I don't know if this makes sense, but yeah, that's it. The next one was Ijihiro. After being rejected, I shaved and took in her high school runaway. Basically here, this anime is very good. I rated it an 8. What is this anime? Basically, it follows this logic. So a girl, a young teen, 16, runs away from home and to Tokyo, and she and a guy who is just finished to be rejected by his colleague. He sees that girl sitting on the street, and basically ask her to sleep with in his house, and so on. This girl will learn that she has been sleeping around with other guys because she doesn't have a place to stay. So the other people tried to take her home, but they gave her a roof, but in return she gave him sex, of course. Sorry, this guy don't want any sex and so on, and she becomes very confused with his actions and so on. And he thinks that he is gay, and so it's very awkward in that moment. And then the stories behind is how they evolve as colleagues, as partners, and always she trying to sleep with him, and he rejects him because she's a minor. And we see his interactions with other colleagues and the person he loves and so on. And then the story evolves a bit, and we learn more about her past and why she has done what she has done and so on. The end of the anime, she is now 18, and he finds her again seated. Some people didn't enjoy because it deal with some sensitive issues, like she's 16, she's sleeping around with guys probably a lot older than her, because after all they have houses, and so this anime had some controversy behind it. People don't even try to understand this anime, I believe, because he is a good natured guy that and never sleeps with her, never touches her, and so on. But it's very implicit that he likes her. Okay, this is a good anime. I would advise. It's a more serious romance than the one before, because it deals with some sensitive issues, and the other one not. The other one is very straightforward. I'm going to upset you until you fall in love with me, and it's very unrealistic. So, to complete my list, I watched the 300 here slime. I've been killing slimes for 300 years. Boring, generic isekai. I believe the only reason that it has a 7 on Mal, it's because a lot of girls. It's cute girls doing cute things. Shaman King, Eden Zero is not that good. Mars Zero, not that good. Isekai Mao, the second season, another good season, another good anime. It has 6.76 on the Mal. I don't understand why. This is far better than the slime, the 300 here slime, but whatever. Probably because there's a guy and there are a lot of hacky situations. One that surprised me was Godzilla SP, a very cool anime and animation. Okay, to be quite honest, it's not a good anime in terms of story and so on, but it's a very cool. They could have gone very far. This is another interpretation or another or original stories about Godzilla and so on. So it's very cool to see what they did here. Watch 2 or 3 episodes. The problem here is that the flow is very bad. The interactions with the characters are very bad. The voice is it's bad. Everything in that regard is bad. But they could have gone so far. The animation is very cool. Orange and bones sticking. They did here a great job. Then there are more 2 animes that I've watched. The first one, they have really big names. Osamake, a rom-com where the childhood friend don't lose. This is anime, a romantic comedy anime. It's not that good, sincerely. You can skip it and losing nothing. It reminded me a lot of Masamuke-kun no Revenge, although it doesn't have the revenge element, but it's the same feeling, it's the same stuff. I've watched it, and apart from the girl's boobs, nothing good. And the last one, Full Dive, the ultimate next generation full dive RPG, is even shittier than real life. That's the name of the anime. It's anime where he plays a game like all other animes that deal with this situation, but in this case, like Sword Art Online. But in this anime, there is something different and interesting. It's very realistic. So everything, like eating a fruit, it has reflections on your life and so on. It's very realistic, and so it's not easier as other games. Like imagine that you play a game and the goblins are very easy to kill and so on. No, this is very easy because if you are a slow character, a slow person in the game, you are a slow character, and this was very cool to see. It's very realistic, but then the story itself is not that good. Apart from the main character, the guy, and his voice acting is brilliant. Everyone else is very boring. They are just bland. Even the main or female main character, which has a very unrealistic big boobs, have no impact in the game itself. In the anime, she's just a little tiny character that helps him not because she most of the time she doesn't help him. She really sees him suffer. Then we've got a sadistic inquisitor and a girl that supposedly it's the childhood friend in the game, of course, but turns into a very bad woman that wants to kill him because he kills his friend because he doesn't know how to play the game. Basically that's it. As I said, I've watched a lot of animes. Let's see this next season. I usually try to watch the first 3 episodes of a season of which is series. Apart from ones I have seen the first, and almost immediately I say, okay, this is not good. Sometimes I get wrong, like Hot Taxi was an example of that. I have watched the first 5 minutes of the episode. I didn't enjoy it. To be honest, I watched the preview, and it was nothing to do with the anime. And then when I was typing in my scores, I watched that this was the 3rd anime of the season. So something clicked me, and I start watching the Hot Taxi, and it's cool. So far, I really enjoy it. It doesn't deserve the 8.5, but I believe it's a very solid anime. Yeah, this is a long video. Hearing a Portuguese guy talking about anime, but yeah, that's it. Thank you all. Have a nice day.